Hello friends, how are you? Hope you are doing well. So let us start one more case study for sustainability report 2023. We will review this, and this case study report is for E and Etisalat. Okay, Etisalat from UAE, that is the telecom company. Yeah, let us go in detail what is covered in this sustainability report for 2023, and this is very useful for ESG learners and students, sustainability learners and students who want to learn about how to design and develop the sustainability reports and to conduct the audit and assurance for these reports. Let us go one by one. What is covered in the table of content we will see here. You see introductory remarks, then approach to sustainability of the company, and in this you will see organizational context, creating value, sustainability governance, materiality, contribution to the SDGs. Then third one is about environmental footprint, managing the environmental footprint. Basically there are specific materiality topic like climate change, waste management, circularity, water uses. Then number 4 is empowering people and giving back to the society. So this is the social pillar, this was environmental pillar. And then operating responsibly, it's about the governance side of the report. Okay, and then future outlook and looking ahead. This will about the report, there are certain notes to be considered which are written down here. Okay, so this is the table of content where environmental, social and governance pillars are covered, and the organizational context is also written down here. Moving forward, introductory remark from the leadership. Okay, so this is the leadership statement from chairman of the sustainability steering committee. Then we see what is written down in this leadership statement. So we can see here commitment to diversity, equity and inclusion, and then women empowerment principles, new partnership with the inclusive, focused on people and disabilities, recognized through the multiple awards and on across the region actually. Okay, also there is a focus on COP28, net zero targets. Okay, so this is also covered here, and there are other commitments also related to environmental, social and governance side which is noted down here. And this paragraph we should read carefully and learn from this. So what company is writing here, sustainability is a key to driving long-term value, to develop the long-term value or value addition. This year we spent time building the governance, policy, system and controls for the long term. We created a sustainability committee chaired by myself, means the chairman of the sustainability committee, who is giving the statement. A new sustainability function and appointed a hugely experienced practitioner in ESG, sustainability and philanthropy to build the new team and refresh the strategy and focus. So the department for ESG and sustainability was developed. Okay, as you see from the enclosed report, it has been a key year for the company. We hope you enjoy reading the report and looking forward to building these foundations in 2024 as well. Okay, moving onwards, then we will talk about the approach of the company towards the sustainability. What is covered in this? Integrated overview of the performance, maybe some performance highlights also we will see. Organizational context, creating value, what are the value additions, sustainability governance structure, strategy for sustainability or ESG, materiality, engagement with the stakeholders, mapping with SDGs and memberships. Then we see the rating for MSCI and CDP. So these are the ratings given here actually. Then we learn about the sustainability performance highlights, integrated overview of the performance. We can see total number of employees across the global operations, subscribers globally, okay, for telecom communications or connections, and then code of conduct e-learning program 99.8%, then net zero by 2040. Okay, 25.8% women in the workforce, and this number 29.16 million dirhams contributed contribution to the community works actually, and this is the revenue of the company. Okay, now this is about the report. Okay, let me make it zoom for you. We are pleased to share our second integrated report and overall fifth annual sustainability report. So fifth sustainability report this is for 2023. Annually they are reporting, and this report covers the financial year 2023, starting data from 1st January till 31st December. Okay, and even the company has talked about the materiality assessment as well. Okay, so let us see the materiality assessment, which was refreshed in earlier 2023, and we have chosen to recognize the content of this sustainability section around the 3 ESG pillars. So we will see the materiality topics as well. Then looking forward in this financial year 2023, data covers mainly the UAE's operations, although we can, as we transfer from a regional telecommunication company to a global company, and we have started to present certain data points consolidated at the group level also. So this is about the boundary setting for the reporting, actually reporting boundaries. Then this is very important, the reference GRI standards, also of the stock exchange requirements, ESG disclosure, SASB sustainability accounting standard board, WEF World Economic Forum measuring stakeholder capitalism metrics, also UNGC, signatory of UNGC, also map this report according to the UNGC disclosure requirements and SDGs as well. So this is very important from the learning perspective and the reporting, audit and assurance also. Then this development of report was led by the E&D Sustainability Director with the input of many colleagues, and then reviewed and approved by, very important students, well mark it important, this report was reviewed and approved by Sustainability Steering Committee, which comprised of senior executives of the company, the Nomination Remuneration Committee and Board of Directors. So if any feedback, suggestions, you can write on this sustainability@end.com. Okay, let's move forward. About the context, what company do. Okay, so we will see the organizational context. Monitoring the context in which we operate in key, adapting our sustainability practices, also ensuring we are on right track or not to address the sustainability impacts in short, medium and long term. So here the company has considered the environmental section, environmental challenges and COP impact, then societal impacts and artificial intelligence integration actually, and ESG evolving landscape. So there are multiple aspects considered in the organizational context. Very interesting to learn from audit perspective that how the journey of the ESG was conducted. The evolving ESG landscape include increasing regulatory requirements as the government and the stakeholder demanding greater transparency. So what company is doing? Responding to shifting ESG requirements by prioritizing both regulatory and voluntary ESG considerations and anticipating future regulatory requirements also. Next, about the business strategy or corporate strategy, strategic statements, the purpose, vision and sustainability. So we can see the corporate vision statement to be a leading global technology group. So how to integrate the sustainability part into the corporate strategy, that information also provided. So if you look at it carefully, so sustainability is about managing the environment, social and governance impacts across the value chain. So value chain considered, mitigating risk management considered, and seizing the opportunity. So company is talking about risk, opportunities and impacts actually. Okay, and here we can see the value creation model, including mapping the sustainability impacts across the value chain. So this diagram is available here. Value creation model, here are the inputs, outputs. So what value created we see in terms of sustainability rating: A rating for MSCI, B rating for CDP. Okay, So this is also very useful from learning perspective. Then sustainability governance structure. Here we are talking about the governance structure of the sustainability, how the company formed the governance structure, like board of director, nomination and remuneration committees responsible for environmental social governance matters. It is written here. Then we have environmental subcommittee, social and governance subcommittee, and board of directors, nominations and remuneration committee of the board of directors, sustainability steering committee, and chairperson is group CEO. So this information also available. Then what are the corporate group functions? Okay, legal and compliance, operations, admin and contracts, finance, human resource, risk and internal audit, strategy, board communication and technology also. And these are the companies, right? Sustainability function within the strategy department and led by the senior VP of the sustainability. So very important information from learning perspective. Yeah. Then moving on, the strategy for sustainability, strengthening of the base while aiming for new heights globally. So here we will see importantly that how sustainability integrated into the corporate strategy. So if you see the statement here, it is written very well. Our vision is to be a leading global technology group. Sustainability is at the core of our strategy, supporting the vision and transformation. Sustainability cannot occur without transformation. So while transformation without a sustainability component cannot be viable over the longer run. So this is also useful from the audit perspective. Okay, over the time, our sustainability framework was centered against 5 pillars. So this is very important. Sustainability framework, 5 pillars: securing the digital future, ethical and transparent business practices, diversity, inclusive and ethical employer, low carbon operations, and giving back to the society. Also, while we would develop the new strategy, we have structured our sustainability work in this report, managing the environmental footprint, empowering people and operating responsibly. So this is very, very important from the sustainability perspective, learner's perspective. And then this framework align the UAE Abu Dhabi government's initiative declarations such as UAE Vision 2030, UAE Principles for Next 50, UAE Net Zero Plan 2050, and Abu Dhabi Economic Vision of 2030 also. Then there is information about materiality assessment and engagement of the stakeholders. So that information also you can see. So what company is committing that we regularly assess its material topics to identify and remain up to date with all the sustainability related matters, risk and opportunities that might have a direct or indirect impact on the company and communities in which we operate, and sustainable development as a whole. So the statement is related to that. Then let me make it zoom for you. Then there is an approach to identify the materiality issues, very important from the audit and assurance perspective, and the topics were examined and revised in late 2022. So this time they have done the revision, and as per the latest GRI requirements also they followed. So you can see 3 pillars and the relevant materiality topics for this. So environmental footprint, social values, and the governance side. Then engaging the stakeholders. So the whole process, the approach which was applied for the stakeholder engagement, which stakeholders were identified, is also highlighted here. Then contributing to the SDG, very important. So you can see the mapping of SDGs against the different materiality topics. So the SDGs were mapped, outline the sub-target level, how EN contributes to the SDGs, and the efforts to update the sustainability strategy. We all reassess the contribution to SDGs also to maximize the impact. So it's a very wonderful picture, very, very useful for the students and learners for reporting, ESG reporting and audit and assurance also. Then there are multiple memberships which can be helpful in terms of the rating improvement of the sustainability. Okay. Then moving on to the pillar of environment, managing the environmental footprint. So there are relevant materiality topics like climate change, waste management and circularity, and water uses. And there are certain key figures, key highlights like 8,622 tons of CO2 equivalents reduction in scope 1 and 2 GHG emission, and 25% reduction in the scope 3 emissions by 2030 group wide. And what is the baseline year? That is 2022. Okay. And there is one more important statement here. You can see here, achieving net zero greenhouse gas emissions for scope 1 2 by 2040 and scope 3 by 2050. Very important. Then focus is on climate change. What company is doing with respect to the climate change control. Here you can see the management approach. The report is written very well, okay, designed in a wonderful manner. Okay, so definition of the materiality topic, why it is material to EN, the importance, the type of impact, value chain impact, and targets. Very systematic report written here. Targets for climate change and the management approach, what efforts related to that, and progress in 2023. So very structured data disclosure is there. Looking at the statement about the climate change, if you see here, there is a focus on science-based target initiatives, CDP, COP28, okay, green loan of 366 million dirhams, okay, that also highlighted here. Yeah, going next, what is the focus on climate change? Let us continue that. So carbon footprint based on the 2022 baseline. So there are certain upstream activities, reporting company, and downstream activities. So value chain also included, including that company. Then scope 3, scope 1 and scope 3 downstream. So there are certain figures associated to the scope 3 also available here actually. Okay. And groups 2030 CO2 reduction targets validated by SBTi, very important, okay, from learning perspective. So this information also available. Looking ahead in 2024, that information is also available here actually. Okay. Then the performance details, 22 data, 23 data. Okay, scope 1, 2, 3 emission, total emissions, reduction of GHG emission, total energy consumption, renewable energy consumption. So all the details related to this climate change related materiality topic you can see, and still there are multiple initiatives which have been highlighted with the qualitative and quantitative information also, like sustainability as a service, helping the customer in decarbonization, pioneering renewable energy implementation through partnerships at E and Egypt actually. Okay, so solar power installation, so these information also available. Then waste management and circularity, definition of the materiality matter. Okay, what is the definition of this particular materiality topic, then why it is material to EN, why it's important, type of impact, value chain impacts. Okay, so that information also available, and relevant policies, group environmental policy. So very systematic report was designed. Then organizational context, management approach, progress in 23, and the data related to waste actually. 21, 22, 23 data is available, and looking ahead in 2024, that information is also available. So auditor will feel also comfortable when they will review the report, and it's very easy for them to also have a smooth going through with the information actually. Okay, so there is very interesting initiative, green SIM card initiative, so you can read this. Then water uses parameter, materiality topic, you can see the definition, why it is material, type of impact, value chain impact, key stakeholders and policies. Okay, the organizational context, management approach, the performance for all these 3 years, progress in 23, and looking ahead to 2024. Okay, so this is how the data was disclosed as per materiality topic identified. Now going to the social side, social pillar, empowering people and giving back to the society. So the relevant materiality topics like diversity, equity, inclusion, talent attractions, retention development, local talent, health and safety, community development, digital access and inclusion. Then some key performance highlight plus 12%, means increase 12%, women in management versus 2022 figures. And then 29.16 million dirhams contribution to the community works for CSR initiatives. Then taking one by one the social materiality topics like DEI, diversity, equity and inclusion. We see what is the definition, why it is material, important, type of impacts. So the interesting thing here is that if you see the importance here, so it is our duty to respect and recognize the difference amongst our people and provide to fair, inclusive workplace free of discrimination, and diverse, equitable, inclusive workplace is essential for fostering innovation, attracting new talent, reflecting our customer base and ultimately enhancing profitability also. So the importance considering the economic side and non-financial impact also. So type of impact, value chain impact, key stakeholders associated with this material topic, management approach, okay, and progress in 23. And you see relevant topics like for initiatives, gender diversity, youth empowerment, people with disability, what efforts were taken for that, and future outlook for 2024. And there is a statement from the group CHRO. Yeah, so you can see certain initiatives or efforts, and then performance figures for DEI 2021, 22 and 23 data is here. And interestingly, you can see the trend also, okay, either increasing or decreasing. That trend also can be highlighted, or deviations can be shown here. So similarly for this materiality topic, the same process have been applied to write down the information, okay, and the information is available here for that. Local talent, and then we can see different material topic like digital access and inclusion, health and safety data is also available for the company actually for 3 years, okay. So quantitative information, qualitative information, the processes applied to identify the impacts, the stakeholders, the policies relevant, so all information is available here. Community involvements, the themes or the pillars where the company has gone for the CSR initiatives, the performance in 21, 22 and 23. Different partnerships details are also available here, type of impact, all this information you can see here. Then going next, this is what we are talking about, the governance side, okay. Again, related to governance, some materiality topics are there like data privacy, cyber security, applying the sustainability in supply chain, human rights, responsible commercialization, digital innovation. So you can see this information, zero data breaches, performance highlight, 99.8% completion of the code of conduct learning or training, ethical business practices. So we can see definition, why it is important, okay. The statement from group chief legal and compliance officer, value chain impacts, stakeholders, policies associated. So you can see code of conduct, supplier code of conduct, anti-bribery, anti-corruption policy, gifts, entertainment, hospitality policy, conflict of interest policy, then management approach and the initiative details for anti-corruption, anti-competitive behavior. Then progress in 23, looking ahead, and the performance data is also available here. So you can see, for an example, number of cases investigated, okay, the trend also, number of substantiated cases, number of concerns brought to the whistleblowing line. So this information also available. Our speak up line means whistleblowing line, the details for that initiative is also available here. Proactive fraud risk management, so the details of the initiatives. So one by one, if you want to see and read this data privacy, materiality topic and other materiality topic, you will find the same flow of the information as we have seen in other materiality topics, actually the same structure, same template. It's a wonderful design of the report actually. So cyber security now and relevant information, then how do they apply the sustainability in the supply chain, okay. They design supplier code of conduct, due diligence in supply chain, in-country value program, ICV, performance evaluation and recognition, look ahead to the 2024 data, and that quantitative figures for the information of sustainability in supply chain. Then human rights, okay, human rights related information, same way the system has been applied. Responsible commercialization. So moving forward, we have seen multiple materiality topics. And at the end, if you see the look ahead program, future outlook, and this is the statement of Mr. Senior Vice President Sustainability. Okay, what is written here, if you want to learn more about the leadership statements. So if you see, this is very important section of this, giving EN footprint, its emerging market knowledge, its world capabilities in EI, digital infrastructure, and we will be reviewing our sustainability strategy in 2024. So there will be a review program for sustainability strategy, launching a new and ambitious approach to 2030, and recognize that digital is the base of pyramid of the social solution. So we want to make the most of opportunity, delivering transformative solutions, time coming a truly globally respected power in telecommunications world. So focusing on sustainability commitments. So this is the message. Thank you regarding this report. A special thanks to the ESG Sustainability Factory of the colleagues from across EN Group. So there is specific title they have given to the team, ESG Sustainability Factory of the colleagues. Okay, so we can see COP28 related information and other information also in the statement covered here. So that's all, friends. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I hope this report review will be useful for you to understand the ESG reporting according to certain international standards and frameworks, and then also you get information about ESG audits and assurances. In this report we have not seen the assurance side, okay, but in previous discussions you might have seen the assurance about the report. So you can learn about two things, reporting and audit and assurance. Thank you very much, friends.